Disclaimer. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only and should not be considered as facts. Nothing that is said about any person, organization, gaming company, or sport topic in general should be taken as facts, as well as any talk about any political, religious, or medical topics. As for medical topics at all times, you should speak to a licensed medical professional before any opinion is considered. Everything that is said on this podcast is opinion-based only. Viewers and listeners' discretion is advised.
Welcome to the Dr. VTech Show. This podcast is a long-form conversation hosted by Dr. VTech with the top guests in the world of esports. All from owners, pros, semi-pros, former pros, and content creators of many games. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Dr. VTech Show. And today we got a special guest. Let me tell you, this guy is a phenomenal player. A Rainbow Six Siege pro player for Arial Arise. A phenomenal player. I hear good things about him. I talked to a couple of my buddies. They say the guy is a phenomenal guy. I go, really? He's really good. So I am proud to introduce to you Briyohs. Brio, what's up, man? How you doing, bro?
How's it going, brother? I'm chilling, bro. I'm excited to do this podcast with you, Rez. This is cool thing. Haven't done one of these in a minute.
In a hot minute, huh? I tell people, I said, listen, relax. A lot of them get kind of tense or they get a little bit worried. And I said, listen, don't worry about it. My podcast is different. I said, listen, I know some are more into gaming. They're more like in depth and about all this stuff and blah, blah, blah. You know, that's good for them, you know, who likes those type of podcasts. But mine is more like, we'll talk about gaming, but mine is a little bit more like a Joe Rogan. It's like two friends meeting up. Let's talk about your favorite dog, cats. I don't care. You know, I want the fans to get to know who you are. Make them fall in love with you for who you are. You know, I don't care if you're, you know, into whatever, if you believe in UFOs are going to be coming down to Earth on Sunday and have breakfast, you know, all this stuff. I don't care. Let's just get to know who you are and have some fun, you know. This basically is this chill, relaxed environment, man.
For sure.
So, Briyohs, just to give us a background about yourself. How did it all started for you? How you started into gaming? Were you a console player in the beginning, or were you a PC player? How'd that happen?
I mean, gaming at an early age was just like, I had like the PS2, the PS1. I just played like random video games, and then I got a PS3, and I started playing some Call of Duty, and that was where it all started, really. Because I mean, it just like I just always became an FPS player after that. Like I never touched like any other games besides like Call of Duty and like all like the first person shooter games. Like I don't know, I just fell in love with them. Even to this day, I can't really find myself playing any other games besides like first person shooter games. I mean, I do play some games here and there that aren't, but like it's still like my main passion. You feel me?
Yeah.
I was just playing every Call of Duty that came out every year. I mean, I fell in love with it. I started watching esports like for Call of Duty, all that stuff. I started to really fall in love with just like all of the Call of Duty culture, just esports, trick shotting, all that stuff. When I was really young, and it just transitioned into like me just wanting to go pro in like any game I ever touched. Like I was playing COD. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go pro in this game. And then I was just like, I'm not having fun in this game right now. And then 2020, I picked up Siege. I was like, it's like prime COVID hit. I was in the house all day. I was like, Siege came around, and I was like, man, this game is so fun. Because I was at my friend's house. We were just chilling, and he showed me some videos of like Bolo, Godly, like all like the huge YouTubers at the time. Which, if you think about it, really wasn't that long ago. It's not like
I was gonna say that's like COVID. Yeah. That's not long ago. Damn.
Yeah, that's like like that was whenever he was just showing me like all like the aim YouTubers, like the ranked YouTubers that would like just hitting crazy shots and stuff like that. When he showed me that's when I was like, man, I gotta get into this game. Like it just looks so fun. But that was like my main introduction to Siege was just like 2020. I seen these YouTube videos of like Bolo and like all like the big YouTubers. And I was like, man, I gotta play this game, and then I just fell in love with it so fast, like so
Dang.
fast. Yeah.
I don't know if you knew or heard a little bit about my past. I did play COD. I did play Halo. That was the one I first started, playing first person was with Halo and other games, but then went to Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, the first one that blew up. That was big. It was massive. And then, I progressed and got Cold War and all these other, games. But then it used to be a rivalry between Call of Duty and Battlefield. Oh, we got the better. Oh, this game is better. Yeah. This one is. And I was like, man. And then a buddy of mine said, no, you got to try Battlefield 3. Got to just give it a chance. I said, well, Battlefield sucks. The mentality instead of saying, okay, let's give it a try. Yeah. But then when I gave it a try, I just loved it. I could select the spawn where I want to spawn at, and all this stuff. And then I got really good. And then I went into Battlefield 4. Then I became like really, really, really good. I was top 30 in the world at one time. But it lasts like a day or two. Then when you look back, it is like you're dropped immensely because people are just constantly playing it. But have you tried Battlefield?
Yeah, I played Battlefield 4, like here and there. I played like I would just like on PC, like definitely like way after like the games like or Prime, like before like after a lot of people stopped playing it and like the new ones started coming out. I played like just Locker and just
oh yeah,
just aim duels.
Freaking
like,
Locker was insane,
and it's fun. Like I'll be honest, like it is fun because it's just like any game where you're not like just playing cheaters or something like that and just aiming. Like I don't know, aiming is just fun. Like just like running around, just like killing shit. That's why I love like before Siege came out with like TDM modes and stuff like that. Like I always loved like just classic like TDM, just run around and just have fun. Like, but Battlefield 4, that game is cool.
Yeah, they did a good job. I don't know what happened to this Battlefield 2042. This like first came out, I tried it. I was like, what the heck?
I played the beta of that, man, and I was like, I don't even know what's going on. Like,
it felt weird. Then you got senior citizen fighting. This old lady with white hair. I'm like, what the heck? I don't discriminate, but geez, Louise, these soldiers are like, they're supposed to be like retired. What the heck? I was like, what the? It's just, and then the controls were different. It feels really weird. I was like, I uninstalled it. I mean, I got it for free with my PC, and I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna play this no more. I'm gonna play this. This is just gonna screw me up. I'm just gonna go crazy, and then I stick to Siege and Flight Simulator, and that's what I do. Yeah. So when you got in with Siege and you started playing it, I assume you got hooked like it is.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, I mean, it is kind of funny though, because like the first like month or two into playing the game, I was like actually just gonna go back to COD because of how hard it is to see people in the game. Like, I don't know why. Like that was like a big thing for me. Like whenever I first started playing, like because like just like visually, it's so hard to like see people. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, and I was just gonna go back to COD, like literally, but I just kept getting hooked, like day by day, just keep playing the game, and I just started getting hooked. Because
same.
Like all my IRL friends were playing at the time.
Same with me. A lot of the fans and friends that I had on Battlefield, obviously they heard about this new game because I played it when it was in beta. Rainbow Six. I played it when it was in beta, and a lot of us gave it a try. I gave it a try, and when I tried it, I hated it. I said, "This game sucks." I said, "You can't jump. It can't jump around. There's a bunch of campers out here." Well, in Rainbow, you're supposed to camp. You got to lay down, peak spot, all this type of stuff, So it's so on the contrary of what Call of Duty players are used to and Battlefield players as well, is not a run and shoot game. That's one of the things I was talking with Rexon about, he's like, it's not a run and shoot game. It's so totally different.
Nope.
You know, so Rainbow's like a game of chess. You know, I always said it. You know, as a game, you just got to like try to get better, and it takes so many years to get good. And not only that, you could be good for 1 month, and the other month you could probably suck at it. You know, it's like you just don't know.
Yeah, especially if you're not caught up with all like the new stuff like coming out, and like you're not caught up with the new angles, like what everyone's doing, like the meta. Like if you're not caught up, then like you can hang a little bit, you can probably shoot back, but you're not gonna win games because you're not caught up with the meta. It's like the game is just, it is always like literally day by day, every single day. I feel like it's just like you have to be caught up 24/7. So
Yeah.
It's a lot. Like honestly,
It is a lot. You got to get caught up. You got to see what's going on. There's a bunch of glitches, and you try to like go around those glitches. It's freaking crazy, man. It's like, oh God. And you just like cross your heart and pray that Ubisoft, you know, make some updates and, you know, fix some of these players that are kind of like overpowered at some point, you know. So you're like, oh please, Ubi, just, you know, buff this person, you know, or lower down their which they did. They did a couple adjustments with this last patch. I think what was her name? That was a pain in the neck. Oh, my brain just got frozen. That could see the gadgets when they're coming in prep phase. Solus. Yeah. I'm so happy that now her gadgets doesn't work during prep, because each time you put out your drone, it's going to get destroyed. It's like, okay, so then what's the purpose of having 2 drones if there's somebody on the opposing team that could just find your drone and destroy it?
Yeah.
So
that was a very
it was a pain. So what it did for me, that it obligated me to use Zero all the time. So now I'm so used. Oh, I love them. So now I'm so used to them now. So it's hard for me to get to switch. Who's your favorite operator that you use on offense?
I would say I don't really play him that often, but Grim is really fun. I find myself having a lot of fun on Grim.
Really, Grim?
Yeah, I don't really play him that often, like, because like most of like the role I play like in Siege right now, it's just like I don't really play Grim that much. I'll play him here and there sometimes, but I just find him so fun for no reason. I don't know why. Like his gun is so fun because I don't ever play IQ either, because there's no need to, but for our team. But I don't know, his kit and just everything about it. He's fun. I like Grim. I like Buck too. I would say those are my top 2 right now for sure. Just Buck and Grim. Just
Buck and Grim, yeah, because Grim throws out those little bees.
Yeah,
they just keep on flying around, and it just makes people stuck. It's basically like a freaking lion, but you know, just throws out, you know, canisters with bees. It honestly, I hate him when I see him. I'm like, oh dang it.
Yeah,
I have to stop because as soon as I move,
it's annoying to play against for sure. But he's just overall really good because his kit is insane. It's like he has an insane good gun. He has a bailiff, which honestly on an attacker you wouldn't think is that good, but it's so useful.
Yeah, that's
genuinely so useful.
Now, what do you think about Demas? Demas.
I mean, from what I see from other teams, like in a competitive like standpoint, is like a lot of other teams use Demas a lot, honestly. And I would like to incorporate. I would like to incorporate him more, like in like say like Arial Rise attacks, but we haven't really been using it that much, if I'm honest. Like, but I mean, from what other teams are doing, like it seems like they think he's like super good and he's super useful, but I don't know. We haven't really got the chance to like put him in our attacks and keep him in rotation. But I think he's pretty good. Like, I mean, he's just
he's annoying as heck.
The floor bangs, they're crazy. They're insane. And having like info on someone like constantly is just so good because like I don't know if they have it anymore, but like it would show like on like the left side or like the right side of your screen, it would show, so you don't even have to really look at like where the ping is. It would show like the thing, the operator, and the room that they're in. Like it would literally show you on your screen. So like say you're playing Oregon and like someone's playing like trophy, like it would just show on your screen the operator trophy, and you don't even have to look around. Like you could just relay that information to your team like instantly, and then everyone just knows that that guy's in trophy. It's just, I mean, he was. I don't know if it's still like that though. I think
I don't know. I haven't played him in a long time. I mean, a while. So
yeah,
I haven't played him. I just know he's freaking annoying. It's like I've played against a team. I mean, players that were using Dokkaebi, Lion, and him. I was like, you freaking bastards. Dang it. You're just like, what else do you want to use? You want to take Cavi as well? You know, what the heck? It's like they all just started using their gadgets at the same time, you know, Lion and then Dokkaebi and then David. It was like, oh God.
That does not sound fun.
It wasn't fun. Everybody was like stuck and frozen, and they kind of knew the location where we were at, and they just started just wall banging, started shooting at us, and I was like, well, that round lasted like, yeah, it just lasted like 20 seconds. We just died really quick. I'm like, forget that.
Yeah.
That was a pain. And I think one of them went Jackal. It's like, oh God. It was like, okay, they just.
Not even, you shouldn't be able to pick that many operators at the same time, honestly.
Yeah, it wasn't even ranked.
Yeah,
I play mostly, you know, that standard, that crappy standard. I wish UB changed it and put it back to unranked. Mm-hmm. That's what I play mainly, because the problem is the cheaters is so overwhelming.
Yeah.
That it's no fun. It's honestly just like, it's no fun. Supposedly they fixed it, but I don't trust it. But I have fun playing unranked, which is now standard. Yeah. And because I feel like, okay, if things go bad, we face cheaters, and I have caught tons of cheaters, and I report them, and I'll get that little
even
message.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I even get that message. Thank you for reporting. We addressed the issue, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, dang, I knew he was a cheater. So I get tons of it. Yeah. I mean, they're everywhere. They're freaking everywhere, man. It's just like insane.
You can't play like, I have like maybe 8 ranked games this season. I would say like half of them are cheaters. I mean, like 4 of them are cheaters, and I mean the first 4 were only not cheaters because it was played on the first day before like all the cheats like get updated and stuff like that. But every game after the first day has been a cheater. Like I tried to play one yesterday for our TPL final game with Poison and Mike W. We tried to play a ranked game, and we won the first round. I got 4 kills. A guy in chat says he accuses us of cheating, like gaslighting us, like accusing us of cheating, and then they just start blatantly cheating, and it's just like, it's so bad. Like, I don't know why the cheaters are.
So the cheaters accuse you guys of cheating when you guys are not cheating.
Yeah.
And you know,
but they I'll be completely honest with you. They probably know we're not cheating. They probably just look at our names and they know we're not cheating, but they say it anyways just to convince themselves that they have the right to cheat or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's odd, bro. It's so odd.
But these are people that you don't know, or you do know.
No, not people that we know, but I mean, probably people that know us, honestly, because it's just like,
But don't you have that? Community. Don't you have that tens?
What's up?
Don't you play within your server, your thing that you do, the tens, the match of tens?
Oh yeah, Brio tens.
Yeah, Brio tens. Yeah,
I play here and there, and I haven't been playing that much recently because like I haven't been. I don't know. The whole cheater thing has just like turned like this. Maybe not want to really play Siege that much, and I've been playing a lot of Valorant, and my friend recently got me into League of Legends, kind of.
Oh, good lord!
I don't really like it that much, but because like I said before, I've always been an FPS player, so it just doesn't really like satisfy me to play the game. But yeah, I mean, they're still like, which is surprising because like most of the time 10-man servers, like they die but as soon as the new rank season came out, but like literally only like 4 days after the new rank season came out, there was games being played in the 10 mans like already because of that. That's how bad the cheaters are this season. It's a bit.
I think it's still going on, isn't it? Briyohs 10 it's still going.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's still like, I mean, like 2 games going like at a time, like some days, like points a day, but like whenever like last season before this, like this season, there was like,
God, it was packed.
we would have like 7 to 8 games going at a time, which was insane. Like it was crazy. But I mean, was it 21st? I think next start of next month we're announcing like the new season with like the prize pool and stuff like that. So I'm sure there'll be a lot more games again, and it'll be after a little bit after the new season came out, so people will probably feel like more incentive to play it.
Oh, that's cool. I have that friend of mine. That's how we met. Well, actually, I talked to you, but then I talked to Packer, which Packer's a really good buddy, and he told me to talk to you. And I was trying to get my friend that's a professional skateboarder. He travels a lot. He's always around the world doing all this events, and now he got the sponsorship with his clothing, wear shoes, and all this stuff. The guy, to catch up with him is really hard. And I have his personal number, but I try usually not to bug him, because he's, these people that they're well known in certain industries. I just don't, I'll text him here and there. Hey, are you near home? You're back, in Florida and all this and that. He'll say yes or no. So when you get back, just let me know. Chat with you. So he plays Rainbow, and he plays really freaking good. I'm like, dude, you ever thought about going pro league? He goes, nah, it's not my thing, man. I love it. I play it, but I'd rather stick to what I'm doing. Now he's thinking about opening up his own business and still skateboarding till he reaches, the age that he can't skateboard no more. And I'm like, okay, fine. I said, well, if you ever get to see Tony Hawk, don't forget to call me, but make sure it's a video call. So, or Little Wayne, because he says, Little Wayne skateboarders does those type of freestyle skateboarding, and sometimes he'll go to certain events. I'm like, dang. So yeah, so that's why I was trying to get him on your thing. But you know what he actually told me? He says, listen, you know what, to be real honest, wait off on that. I would like to join in because I'm sick and tired of playing against cheaters, but I want to get a good PC. Because he's playing on his gaming PC. I don't know if it's an Alienware or what, but he's having a little bit of trouble with it. And he's like, I'd rather wait until I get something really good and I could play, because then my frame rates per second will do good and all this and that. And I'm like, okay, fine, whatever you want. He says, yeah, wait off, because if not, I'm going to make you look bad. And then I'm going to play like crap, and then nobody's going to want to play with me. And I'm like, you know what, you're right. He said, yeah. He says, wait off. I have patience. I'll wait. When I get done with certain events that I got to do, and when I come back, and I'll go ahead and I'll buy a computer with a nice, 3090 on it, something like that. I'm like, sure, man. The 460s are out and stuff. He goes, yeah. It's a Rainbow Six Siege doesn't need a 460, 490, 4090. And NVIDIA, those top high-end cards.
Definitely not. But
no,
it just requires a pretty good CPU, I'd say, if you want to get like huge, like good high frame rate.
That's so true. And it's real funny because a lot of people, all these pros, as soon as they get it, they just lower down the settings on the game to like bare minimum. It's like, what the heck? Yeah. Bringing this down to 0, this to 0, and this to 0. So your computer could run it at max graphics. Yeah, it's okay. I'll put it down to 0.
Yeah, that's how pros are in like every game, Valorant and like CS:GO. Everyone just runs the low settings now just to get the best visual clarity, best frame rate as high as they can get it. And then,
Have you heard about what Valorant did? Now they're going on consoles.
I actually did see that. That's huge. Honestly, that is huge. I think Riot Games, as a whole, in my opinion, Riot Games they're doing it different than all these other gaming companies, and I mean that's going to be huge. Like Valorant on a console.
On
Do you know if
console.
it's free? Is it free? I'm pretty
I
sure it is,
have,
right?
well, I don't know. That's a good question. I would really
Mhm.
like to find out. Um, I gotta double check. I think I got one Valorant player that follows me on Twitter, or X, you call it now. And I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna ask him if it's gonna be free or not. Now, what I know,
I think it would be.
it would be. I mean, Xbox is gonna make sure it's on Game Pass, I'm sure, and I don't know what Sony is gonna do, and I don't even know if it's gonna be on Nintendo Switch. But I'm interested because I tried Valorant and I tried on PC, and it's for me is like horrible. The reason why, I'm not a mouse and keyboard player. I'm a controller player.
Yeah.
So when I'm playing Rainbow Six Siege, I'm playing on PC, yes, but with a controller. So I'm a little bit like Royal Penguin, that he plays, controller on PC, and he plays also on console. So we're like the few that uses controller on PC. Now, if it's gonna be compatible that I could use my controller on PC, oh, I'm down. I'm gonna be down for it.
Really?
Yeah, I'll be down for it because it I like it. It looks fun. But I tried it with mouse and keyboard. People were like, "Dude, are you new to this game?" I'm like, "Yes, I'm very new. I just got it today," or something like that.
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, okay, we really understand now." I'm like, "Yeah." So I like sucked real bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's gonna be
Not
cool.
too bad at it. I'm okay at Valorant. I want to hit Immortal there, but I'm still lagging a little bit whenever it comes to like understanding the abilities and this and that. But I mean, I still find it pretty fun. Like it's something fun to do that like also can improve me in Siege, if that makes sense. Because I mean, like you got to work together as a team, just like
Correct.
Siege is just. But it's like that's what I just try to make the most out of it. To like any game I play, I just try to make the most out of it to see if it'll help me improve in Siege, which is I don't know. That's just how I think. Like if I play other games, it's just like my thought process whenever I'm playing. I'm like, me playing this game is there anything that I can learn from whenever it comes to Siege? Like, that's just how I always thought.
Yeah. Well, Valorant, I believe so. I mean, because Valorant, you got people that could throw, fire
Yeah.
and lay fire on the ground. You got one that is a little bit like what's his name, Sense, that throws that green wall. Yeah, so you got some things that are like quite alike, but I believe what it will help you out is your aim. Your reflexes, aim. I mean, because you got to be really fast with Valorant. You got to be like,
Yeah, no, you do. You definitely do. I normally just focus on like more of like the play building and the team and like understanding like when people are rotating this and that. Like I try to like focus on like the in-game things that can like help me understand Siege a little bit better, and also like just working as a team in general. Like you still have to be disciplined. Like you still like if you want to win rounds, like you have to say like you're in a 3v3 situation. Once planting the bomb, you decide whether or not you want to play retake or if you want to fight right then and there, and like this and that. Like if you do that as a team, like you'll like I believe that it will like transfer into like Siege as long as you're like continuing to have that same like strive to like play as good as you can when as if you just I'm crashing.
are you good?
Nah, but like if you just like put that same like energy into Valorant as well, I think it will still transfer over to Siege. That's why I like it.
Yeah. I mean, some people do it too. I mean, they play Counter Strike, and they play Siege, and they go back and forth. They take certain things as positive in one game and use it towards the other. You don't see a lot of these players jumping into a Pokemon game and then they go back here. It's kind of strange. The Rainbow Six Siege community is very the ones that are really hardcore, they have selective games they'll play in. I will see them play sometimes the finals, or they'll play Call of Duty. Very rare Call of Duty, but I'll see them play the finals, or I'll see them play X Defiant. They'll give it a try. But then you also see them playing Counter-Strike, and you also see them playing Valorant. You know, more games that are little, you know, that requires mouse and keyboard, and you got to be very precise and try to get those headshot kills. Very rare, you won't see any Rainbow Six pros playing like Halo. Because to be really honest, for them it's easy. They don't find it too much of a, you know, like a competition. They find it so easy because, you know, in Rainbow, it's a very tough game. I'll challenge any pro from other games to try. I said, go ahead. You know, I forgot who was it that was really, somebody said something really cocky, and it was a Halo pro. He was acting all cocky and his ego boosting. And I'm like, well, I like to see you do that on Rainbow Six Siege. I'll make it a challenge. Go. Download the game and play it. You won't even last a minute. As a matter of fact, you'll probably uninstall it in 5 minutes because you won't handle it.
Yeah, 100%. It's,
you know, you won't handle it.
The game is different. It's way different. Like, I mean, I've seen just like, I remember back in the day, or like back when TSM was still in Siege, they had a thing where they would have 5 Valorant pros like play against like 4 Siege pros or something like that in a custom game, and the Valorant pros were literally so bad at the game, like not even good aim wise, in my opinion, not even good aim wise. Like,
what?
It would be like their aim like wouldn't even look good. Like it was bad. Like, and they were just getting shit on. Like it was bad. Like,
I would have thought the aim would have been like up there.
It just, like, aim didn't even look that good. Like, it was just, I don't know. It was just, I mean, I guess technically because they literally have nowhere, like, they don't know where to aim at. So, I mean, they can't use the aim if you don't know where to aim at. Like,
if you don't know where to aim.
Yeah, and I mean, and that's all what Siege is about. Like, you just gotta know where to aim. You gotta have the crosshair placement. You gotta know, like, the specific spots people play in and this and that. And
correct.
Yeah, like, they were just, it was like,
and then you gotta.
They would have to give like the Siege pros like challenges, like play on a like 16,000 DPI, like make it fair. Like, yeah. I don't even know, but it is.
Then the other thing, yeah, they can't. I mean, well, the thing, then you gotta find the tricks where to rotate. They probably don't even know what rotate is. What the heck you talking about rotating? Yeah, you make a hole here, you can drop down to the first floor. Then you go behind them and kill them from the back. You know, that's what I do. I love to freaking trick people.
Yeah. They have no idea about that.
They don't.
They're not used to that destruction in game and stuff like that. I mean, that just adds a whole different aspect of the game. Like, that's what makes Siege so different than every other
so
game.
Different.
Like,
then
like,
you got the intel part of it. Cameras, the drones.
Cameras, drones, and then all these 100 different abilities from operators. Like,
yeah. And how to counter them.
The game is complex.
Very complex. Very complex. I think it's the best first person shooter out there. But I mean, you just gotta really, you gotta get really good at it.
Yeah. I agree 100%.
So what do you think about Worlds?
Worlds, like League of Legends?
The World Cup now on for Rainbow.
Oh, I mean, I haven't really done like esports World Cup. Like we're as Arial, we're doing the quals, but I haven't really done any research on it. I don't really know exactly what it is, honestly.
Bro, you saw their trophy?
No, I didn't actually. No, I just like, I kind of like compared it. I was like, esports World Cup, Gamers 8, and I just like put them together in my head. Like, that's kind of like what I figured it was. But I mean, if it's anything different, then I have no idea. It
actually looks like the Soccer World Cup trophy.
Really?
Yeah, it's freaking sick, man. I saw it. I was like, oh God. I said, this looks like the Soccer World Cup. I think that's what they're going for. And the prize pool, bro. Freaking insane. Allegedly, I don't know. It appears that the rumors are $750,000 or $1 million. for the winner. I mean, I don't know. This is what rumors that I'm hearing. Allegedly, it's gonna be something like that. I don't know, but I'm like, oh my god, and I know it's gonna be big because I mean, they're trying to make it like they say, World's Cup. You know, make it really huge. So you guys are already practicing for quals, or you're already in the quals?
So we just played TPO Grand Finals yesterday, and then today was our off day, and then every day after this, we're gonna have practice up until Esports World Cup quals. I think they're like in like 4 days or something like that, 4 or 5 days. But yeah, that'll be what's next, so that'll be pretty fun.
You're excited?
Yeah, it'll be pretty fun. It just kind of sucks. I'm gonna have to play on a different monitor because I don't know if you seen on Twitter, like my monitor has like a line just going through it. So
Gosh,
I gotta send it in. But yeah, I'm gonna be playing on a different monitor, which is odd. But yeah, I'm excited. It'll be pretty fun, I'm sure.
have you seen those AOC monitors?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, this company it's called Aegon by AOC. They follow me now on Twitter. They what they sell is high performance. I gotta talk to these guys. I'm not gonna freaking sponsor you, man, if you guys don't read my DMs. So, but nothing. They sell really good equipment. But you know, you just gotta search out and look out there. Far as I've been hearing, they're a really good company, and it's called Aegon, Agon, and it's by AOC. So, I don't know. It's probably if you're looking for one or you're thinking about buying one, take a look at them, see what happens, see if there's something that catches your interest. Because I know they're concentrated in, you know, deep in gaming. So
for sure. I mean,
so yeah, man.
Maybe we'll see. Because I mean, this one I'm just gonna have to send it in, and then they'll repair it, and then send it back to me. But I mean,
how long did they say?
I mean, once I send it in, it'll probably take like 2 to 3 weeks, I would guess, and then they'll send it back. But I do have another monitor to play on. It just sucks because this one's 240 hertz, and then my other one's 144. So it'll be a bit odd like transitioning back, but it should be fine. I'm sure.
There's always that trick that some people do. They go to the store. So what's the return policy on this? Oh, you got 30 days to return it. Okay, thank you. And you might like it. You might like say, dang, well, I really like this one, you know, if it gets 240. But I'm sure they're going to replace it quick. I mean, usually with monitors, they don't even open it up and fix it. They just probably throw it away and put a brand new one in.
Yeah,
it's going to be cheaper that way.
Honestly.
Yeah. Now you put extended warranty, or that came with? Are you using the manufacturer warranty?
Yeah, I'm just using with the Xiaomi monitors or the BenQ like Xiaomi monitors that they do. Like if you buy them, they all come with like a 3-year like warranty.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Okay, BenQ is gonna hook you up.
Last year. Yeah.
Yeah, BenQ is gonna hook you up. They'll make sure that you are taken care of, because I know they don't want to lose you as a customer. I mean, you're a professional pro league player, so you know they're gonna take care of you. So, brother, where are you actually from? I mean, are you? You look a little bit Latino. I was gonna ask you Spanish.
No, I'm not. I'm Indian, Native American, and white. Just
Okay. Indian
everyone says I like Spanish or like Mexican.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what part of the island you're from, brother? I was like, you're from Puerto Rico too. I was gonna start talking to you in Spanish, man.
No, that's what everyone says I look like, but no,
dude, because you look identical to one of my best friends I grew up with, man. I mean, like identical. I would have said, Dandy, what's up, man? I was like, dude, you look identical, man. That's why I kind of like get along with you, man, because you look so much like him, man. It's like, man, you like freaking like, you know, when you see somebody and they like like, man, that reminds me of like my brother or a cousin that you love, somebody that you care about. And it's like instantly you get along with them because when you see them, they remind you so much about that person.
Yeah,
So yeah,
100%.
that's how I feel with you. You remind me when I was like 18, 19 years old. I had this friend that we just like we get along really good, and we still follow each other. I mean, he's married now, and he's actually a pastor, and we used to go to church together when we were a young age. Really cool guy, really really nice. But you look identical, man. Now, when you say Indian, you're from like India from India or Native Indian from American, like, Cherokee bloodline or something?
Both.
Okay.
Because like my mom, she's white and Native American, and then my dad is like actual Indian. But
Okay.
yeah, I'm not tapped in with like culture like over there or anything like that. I never have been because I don't want to like go crazy out there, but like, yeah, nah, me and my dad just like I haven't seen him like my whole life pretty much, but yeah, I'm just not tapped in with that culture. It's just I was just born and raised in like Texas/Oklahoma, so it's I don't know. I'm just
Oklahoma.
I'm just a normal American boy.
Yeah, that's how it is. That's how it is. Yeah, that's wild, man. My son-in-law actually married my daughter. He's from India. Very humble. Let me tell you, very humble. And we in the beginning when they were dating and all this stuff, I was kind of like, honey, are you sure? There's different culture. You may clash. He may want you to do, dress certain ways or whatever,
No, the culture definitely very interesting.
Very,
I don't
very
really
interesting.
know that much about it, but from what I've just seen, like, cause I've done my own research, so like, just like, cause I've been curious and stuff like that, cause I've never been tapped in with it. But yeah, it's definitely different, and it's definitely
very different. Very different.
It's definitely a scare, honestly. Like to have like someone like your daughter like that, like hop into like a relationship like that, cause they're very strict on like things like that, like in their religion and stuff like that.
They can't even eat cows, and they don't eat eating beef. They're really into karma. But then when I talked to him when we met, he's like, no, I'm not into that. I'm more, Christian and all this and that. I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah. I said, cool. I said, but there's certain things in your culture, no matter what religion you go to, you're gonna always have those little traits. I said, do you believe in eating beef? And he goes, oh yeah, no, I eat cheeseburger all the time. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Then I was like, okay, fine. So then I'll make some burgers. I'll buy steak, if you're down for it, because I don't want to offend you when you come over to visit. So he came over, really nice guy. I mean, loved him to death. It was like really, really cool. It's really nice. Still is. And when we were talking, I said, so any plans? What do you do for a living? Do you work? And he goes, yeah, I work. He says, I study. I go, really? He goes, yeah, I'm finishing up my master's degree in engineering. And I was like, what? It's in University of, I think Michigan. I was like, what? He says, yeah, I just want to. Oh, yeah. Come to find out, this guy's a freaking brain. Now he wants to do his doctorate degree. And I was like, I don't know how you could just be reading and studying so darn long. And then I told my daughter, I said, man, you're the luckiest girl in the freaking world.
Where'd you find this man?
Yeah, where you find him? Said, heck, I'll even marry him. Get the heck out of here. I said, this guy is really freaking cool. But what I really liked about him is his humbleness. I could tell he's very humble and really cool and down to earth, and he's just concentrated in family, and now they had a child together. So I have a grandson. It feels really weird, because I'm in my 40s and I'm grandson at this age, like what the heck?
I mean, you're just like my mom too.
Yeah, it's like
she's only in her 40s and she has a grandkid now too. So.
Yeah, it feels weird, man. It's just awkward. You don't think about that stuff when you hit in your 30s, and you're not thinking about, yeah, in about another 5 or 10 more years I'm gonna be a grandpa. You don't think that.
Yeah, nah, that's definitely an interesting,
Yeah.
like, it's an interesting concept for
Think
sure.
because my daughter got, she got, had the baby at a very early age, and right at exactly 20.
Hmm.
So, very very early. But I said, okay, fine. You got a good husband. You do what you got to do as a wife, and then you be good to go. So yeah, that's interesting. So you live with your mom now, or you have I know you told me that your parents not together.
Yeah, I was living in Dallas for a while with one of my friends, like, and we just shared like living space and stuff like that. But now I'm living back at home. I've been here for like almost a year now, I would say, almost a year. But I mean, I don't really have like a reason to go anywhere right now, and just focusing on just competitive siege and this and that right now. Other things, content creation for the most
Hmm.
part, which I haven't been really on honestly lately. I've been slacking whenever it comes to content creation, but I'll get back on it.
Bro, get your cowboy boots and your cowboy hat, freaking big belt buckle, and get on front of get in front of the webcam. Do something.
Yeah, I gotta
uh,
get back on the content creation for sure. And I've been
yeah.
liking.
Nah, you gotta do it, man. That's where you make your money, man. That's because after a time, when the pro scene comes to an end, what you only have is your content creation and your fans.
Mhm.
So they're the ones that are gonna give you, all the recognition and all the stuff that you need, and also the money, because they're gonna subscribe to your channel and all this stuff, and they're gonna be spreading out the stuff that you do. Oh wow, look at this crazy shot that Brios did. They're gonna post it up on Instagram or on TikTok, or
Mhm.
so you you got to put in the hours. I know sometimes you just like, after you get done from a scrim, you just probably don't want to
Yeah,
play no more. You want to relax.
yeah.
But
Literally just like that. But nah, it's definitely just it's just straight laziness, man. I just can't be on that. I just gotta focus on the content creation whenever I'm not busy with other things.
yeah.
I don't want to stress
Now,
myself out too much, but
correct.
I want to keep up with it at least, like, cause like I mean I haven't posted on YouTube in like a month, but before that I posted like almost every other day this year on YouTube, which is huge for me because I was like the most consistent I've ever been. But yeah, I haven't posted in like a month like on YouTube now, which is yeah, it's not too odd, but I think I'll need to hop on that soon again for sure.
Wow, that's wild. Yeah, gotta get into it, man. You never know. You never know. Now that you're within an org, and you know you're part of a actually very good organization, just take advantage. Take advantage. Because a lot of times, a lot of these people that go on stream on Twitch or Kick or whatever platform you use, they'll be interested more that you're a pro player playing versus another person that is not a pro. So if they had to click on one of the both, they're gonna click on the pro, unless you're some freaking jinxie, that's not a
Yeah.
pro, but when you click on his channel, he has 50, 60, 70,000 viewers, 80,000 viewers, which is, for me, that's ridiculous. I don't know how can he read the chat when it's that much. But yeah, I mean, take advantage, man. Take advantage and go for it, full force. Now,
100%.
are you in college, or are you thinking about going to college, or?
So back like in high school, I went to trade school like in my like sophomore and like junior year,
Mm-hmm.
while I was also in high school. I've thought about either doing that or going to school, or just right now I just waiting to get my car fixed, and then I'll, hop on that probably and, try to balance things out and try to figure out what works best for my schedule. But yeah.
Okay.
It's just more of like to be decided type of thing right now, just because I gotta get my car fixed.
Yeah. So so now with the money you're making playing for Arial Rise, use that towards that, and also what you make from streaming as well. It could get tough sometimes because you're on a certain budget. I know a lot of guys that what they're doing is they're working from home now, working online. You get this remote jobs, you could just work from home.
That's what I was doing for a while whenever I was living in Dallas, and once I moved back home as well, I was working, like I was doing I had a data entry job where I just did like I did so I just did like quality control stuff where I would just check work basically, if that makes sense. Like
Okay.
I would just make sure, like I would look at like one thing here, make sure the data was correct on this page, and just like check it off or like X it off, and then it would like send it to like the next people.
Okay.
I was doing that for like a year, but I don't know.
I did that at one time. I did it for Pizza Hut. It was
Pizza
fun.
Hut?
Yeah, was it Pizza or Domino's Pizza? I forgot. I think it was Pizza Hut. They'll order and they'll like, come over and pick it up and I'll place the order and they just have to just go pick up their pizza. It was pretty cool. And had delivery and everything as well. So they were paying like I think 50 cents per call. It was something like really wow. I said 50 cents. That's sucky. They go, oh, don't worry about it. You're gonna get a lot of calls. And come to know it, I was like, hey, that was every single time I hung up, there was a call. Every single time I hung up, there was a call. It was crazy. It was freaking crazy. It was like, wow. It was actually fun. I just did it at work.
Yeah.
I mean, did it at home. Sorry. Just did it at home and just, you work from home. Now, what I wanted to do was do a customer service for Amazon. You could do that as well, working from home. And they make good money.
Mm-hmm.
They make pretty good money. I mean, the sky's the limit, man. I mean, you just got to know what you want to do. So, you still thinking about pursuing this career in college after, probably what happens now, or you're thinking about doing that for like next year?
Yeah, probably like very, very soon. I would say like that. Just probably like within like next year. I would say, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if I
But your
do
mom
anything, it would have to be like computer science and stuff like that. Because I've always been like fascinated with like computers and like computer science and stuff like that. But like that,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but at the same time, like it's like not like super interesting to me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I've always had like issues with in school and like wanting to go to college is just like it just nothing is like super fascinating. Like I'm not like someone that just like goes into college and they're like, I want to do this super bad. Like I'm so excited. Like I don't know. Like it doesn't really excite me that much, honestly. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Like I just gotta go through it, even if I don't end up liking it that much. Yeah, that's just been my whole thing about it. It's just like I gotta like push through it.
Yeah, I
Even if I
mean,
don't like it that much.
well, the thing is, it takes some time. It takes time to find out what you really want. Look at me. I thought I was gonna be in the hotel industry when I got out of high school. I started studying that. And I worked at a hotel in the hotel industry because I lived in Puerto Rico, lived in the island. So they tell you, hey, work in tourism, and you could be a tour guide, you could be an entrepreneur, you could have your own business, your tour company, blah, blah, blah. They put that in your mind. It's like if you were to live in Orlando, Florida, they're going to tell you, hey, learn the hotel industry. You could work in hotels. You could work at Disney. You could work at Universal Studios because that's where the money is. tourist attraction, work at a cruise, work for a cruise company, work for, for the cruise docks or whatever.
Yeah.
So I went through that stage that I just didn't know what to do.
Mm.
At my late 30s, well, no, sorry, late 20s, early 30s, I say what, I think I was 30 or 31, 29. When I was 29, then I got 30. Yeah. Then the medical field is what really captivated me. And I started thinking, I go, wait 1 second. I need a job that no matter where I go, there's always going to be a job available.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what state I go to, doesn't matter what part of the world I go to. What could it be? Bingo, medical field. Everybody gets sick. I don't like to deal with blood. Oh, don't worry about it. There's tons of positions that you don't have to deal with blood. Or you like to be in the OR, or you like the action of the ER. There's things for everyone. Mm-hmm. So that's what I did. But it took me a long time, man. It took me exactly when I was 30 years old is when I found out what I wanted to do. Mm-hmm. So I don't blame you, man, because you want something that is probably like in the same field where you're at in esports and computers or something. So you want to pursue that, but it usually takes time. You just don't know. The sky's the limit, man. You're still young. How old are you? What, you're in your early 20s?
Yeah, turned 21 in a couple months. But
man, I wish I was your age again, bro. This is I don't want to say the party years, but man, this is years I had a lot of girlfriends, was dating, and just going wild, just didn't know what I want. Yeah. Live life, just work and 8-hour shift, and then that was it. But yeah, man, I just say take it easy. You're gonna find out what you really want, and you're gonna have that hunger and that passion. I mean, who knows? You probably stick in esports and do something in within the esports industry and stay in that.
Yeah, for sure.
Probably work for IT or the IT department. Hey, okay, we got problems over here with the setups and the computers, or we need the green screen to work. And I mean, you never know. Mm-hmm. Sure. You never know. I bet your mom is like, okay. Is she cool with you with the esports? I mean, a lot of parents.
Yeah, no, she is. She was very like skeptical. Like a couple years ago, I would say, like whenever I was like first like saying like, I actually want to do this, mom. Like I actually kind of want to go at this. But like once she started seeing like money like actually come in from it, then she was like, yeah, like if you could do something with it, do something with it. Type of stuff like that.
It's funny because I tell this to a lot of guys. I bet your parents are like, get your butt back in the room and start playing. This is your check. Damn it. Thank you. Making more than what I do. Go get back and playing it. Go back to your room. Usually parents are fighting for you to get out of your room and stop playing. Go outside. Do something with your life. And blah, blah, blah. Wow, man. Oh, that's crazy, man. So... Briyohs, is Arial Arise the only team you played for, or you played with other teams before?
No, I played with Karn's team in CL. Played with the Favelas for like a little bit after that, and then I played with Lycus Empire. Then we switched to Dilemma Esports like afterwards. I played with a decent amount of teams.
But this is your first pro team, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Like it's just like I don't know. I've been on the team for a while now, but yeah, I mean, we're just still rocking. Like I don't know, we're still going like pretty strong. I mean, we have like consistent like results, which is good. I think that's like the best thing that comes like from this team at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, just. Hey, there's always a Cinderella story. You never know. Look what happened to Beast Coast. Cinderella story. Came in and just freaking won it. And everybody thought, BDS was going to win that. They said, oh, they have that in the books. And it, the miracle just happened.
That was
Biggest
huge.
miracle. That was very huge.
That was huge. That was insane.
That was insane. That was freaking wild, man. I mean, I really was happy for Gunner, for Gavin, for all those guys that play Hot and Cold and all them.
Mm-hmm.
But no matter what, till today, I never seen that SI like I did see that. What I saw in Brazil.
W7M and
God,
that was the best Siege event I've ever watched in my
Me too.
life. That was literally insane. Like,
dude.
I remember watching it and like it's just like the raw like passion and emotion that like the Brazilian fans give, bro. Like you have people crying in the crowd during the grand finals. Like they're like, oh my god, that was like literally like the best event I've ever watched. Like I was
Me too.
Like, the whole time
hands down, it was the best. I never seen an event like that. I never seen an SI like that. I was just like on top of. I was on the edge of my seat, just screaming like, "What the heck!"
During that grand finals, and then that comeback too. Last map, Nighthaven Labs. Oh my god, that was the craziest comeback ever. Like, it just like, it just really makes you think. It's like, wow, bro, they actually couldn't have scripted a better SI, and it's twin brothers playing on each side of each team.
One of them's got to
grand
lose.
finals, main stage. Like, oh my god, that event was huge. Like that event was just like unbelievable. And I mean, it sucks too, cause like, man, if Siege just had just a little bit more viewership, I'm telling you, that would have like broke everything. That was amazing. To me, that was just like insane. Like you can't get a better story than that. That was.
But you know what they had to do, to be really honest? The only thing they had to do was to bring Jinxie over there.
Dude, if they brought Jinxie there, that would have been.
That was the only thing they had to do. Bring Jinxie and tell Jinxie, bring your friends, bring Speed, bring Kaisen, bring your buddies, bring Tim the Tapman, bring all those people, and bring Dr. Disrespect. Let's have all you guys come over and every one of them freaking stream it live.
That would be,
bro.
If they did that, that would have broke everything. Because it's
that
like that's what people watch every day. So if they're all doing the same thing, they're gonna watch it anyways. Like, and I mean, that would have been.
Can you freaking imagine
done something like that? That would have been insane.
Like Dr. Disrespect, Tim the Tapman, they're like, oh yeah, we're here hanging out with, Jinxie, and Kaisen, and Speed, and all these other streamers.
Yeah.
We're here hanging out with Jinxie here, watching SI, W7M versus, FaZe, finals, grand finals. This is wild. That would have been crazy. I mean, the viewership would have been insane.
Yeah, no, it was cool though, because I was seeing like Twitter accounts that like don't normally post about Siege and stuff like that, actually like posting about Siege, like, which was pretty cool. Like I was like seeing it like all over Twitter, like for the most part, like it was pretty cool. But yeah, if they did do something like that with like Jinxie and other content creators, I mean that shit would have like broke the internet. I feel like. Talk
about content creators. You saw what Wildcard?
I did, yeah, I did.
What's your thoughts on that? See, I don't know who she is, and if she's listening, I'm totally sorry. I'm not. I am so in debt into. I mean, I go into the pro scene, and I don't step out on too much with content creators out there, so I don't know. And then Wildcard came out, said something, and I'm like, oh, cool, fine. I clicked on her name, see who she is. She's a streamer. Come to see, she has like she has quite millions of followers, I think. And I'm like, okay, cool. And 3.7 million followers. I'm like, dang, so she must play really good. So I totally unaware. I just don't know who she is, So. And then people don't know. Yeah, she's she's a kick streamer and all this and that. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I was in shock, you know. So now she's part owner with Wildcard. So that's freaking crazy.
From
Crazy.
my point of view, it's good for Wildcard because she has money. Like, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, she has lots of money.
I've been joking around saying like the Wildcard team, you know, like Rampy, like Bosco and them. I've been saying like I've been joking around. I've been like, you think they're getting a pay raise? Like, you think they're getting a pay raise? Because like you know that just brought like a whole different just. Oh my god! I mean, that's just really good for the org, though. I mean, like
it is really good. Yeah,
huge. It's huge for the org. I mean,
you know, some people, you know, allegedly would say, no, we don't get paid that much compared to other orgs. I mean, allegedly. I mean, we just don't know. But you know, usually when somebody new comes into the scene, if there's a partnership, a new there's an owner now that's merged with the team. So of course you expect probably like a little bump on the pay. That could be it. That could be it. Who knows? We don't know.
I was trolling about that, but I mean, I'm not even gonna lie. If like they like, I don't know, if they like win an event or like make the next major, I'm sure, bro. I'm sure they will.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's just like a whole different. I don't even know. Like, that just brings like whole different possibilities for Wildcard. I actually think that's huge for Wildcard.
Let's see how that goes. I'm sure probably other teams are like, okay, wait, if it worked for Wildcard, let's bring some big name, you know, content creators into our team as well and have them be owners as well. I mean, who knows? Sky's the limit. But yeah, that's pretty cool, man. It's freaking wild. I just saw that. It was just crazy. So, Briyohs, anything new for you in the future? Anything you got planned up, or you said you're gonna do this update now for your 10s, best of 10. I mean, so is there anything else you're gonna be doing, or any new plans?
Yeah, for Brio 10s, like we're gonna have like the new season or whatever. I'll probably change the requirements and also make like more exceptions and stuff like that just to get more people playing.
Yeah.
But also
just get those that I mean, my recommendation, this is me. You could take it, a friend to a friend. If somebody with a big name recommends somebody to you, I think that just says something. You know, I'm not going to recommend 100%. Somebody that's going to make me look bad because, dude, my name is pretty well known now. I didn't know if you saw the tweet. I just reached 42 countries around the world. Bro, it's massive. I'm like stoked. So I chatted with one of the representatives that worked with the company, and I'm like, with Transistors, the one that does the analyze for me and all the stuff where my listeners are at. I'm like, don't I get a badge? And they're like, no, you get a badge when you reach 50 countries. I was like, come on. I was 25 countries not long ago, like a couple months ago. Now I'm 42. Give me a freaking badge for it so I could post it up. So I'm like super happy. I mean, I was like searching all the countries that I got listeners at. I was like, I got people in Taiwan. I was like, what the heck? People listening from over there. The Dr. VTech Show podcast. I'm like freaking happy about it. Yeah. So, so anybody that recommends that has a big name, like a pro player, that's like, hey, I know this guy. He's a friend of mine. He's good. Obviously, you want to make sure there's nobody toxic, anybody that's going to be, cheating or anybody bad. But I mean, it's just a recommendation out there. If you could take it or leave it, Like me, I'm very selective. If I'm going to recommend, it's going to probably be like 2 people maximum. I don't have a list of 20. It's going to probably be, like I said, a professional skateboarder and probably one other person. And that is stretching it. And and I will tell them, I mean, the skateboarder, he cannot mess up because he's sponsored, so he's under magnifying glass. So if he says something, he screws up, he's gonna lose deals like crazy. So he has to behave at top notch. He cannot be acting like a goofball. The other person was a Challenger League player. I mean, but then again, he doesn't play that much anymore. But like I said, I will only recommend 2, and all the other guys are pros. So they'll be. I know they're more than welcome to play.
They're already all in.
They're already all in.
Yeah,
But those are the only. That's the only person for me. But that's why if you make it that is not that strict, have those that like I say, okay, these people that I know, if they recommend somebody, then fine. But other than that, no. And then go by certain rules. Because you want to keep it clean. You want the players that are there to be actually good players, but also not to be toxic and bring the Briyohs 10 down. Because that's the worst thing that could happen, that you have people that just cussing or they're saying racist remarks or cheating. You don't want that. So you got to be very selective. So you could tell the pro players, okay, guys, invite people that, remember, is your name, is your image, that that is good, that could play. I don't want no toxic people or acting like goofball or, they gotta represent. And then you could just keep it like that, and it'll be nice and clean.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely what I wanted to do once things started to settle down, where it was not too insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, for sure. I mean, that's definitely the direction I'm definitely gonna head towards whenever it comes to that.
Yeah, man. So like I said, I only got one person. That's just only one guy, and like I said, I know he's a really good person, and he's not gonna be screwing up because he doesn't want to lose his deals. Say something that gets posted and spreads out on the internet, he will lose that sponsorship, But he's not like that. I mean, trust me, he's not like that. As a matter of fact, I'll have you play with him one day, and you'll see. It's really cool.
Sure.
Like, hey, can I get a free skateboard?
Sure.
You skate by any chance? You ever skate?
Yeah, I used to a little bit in high school. It's been a while since I had one. I gave my board to someone. I don't remember.
Really?
Yeah, I gave it to someone. It was I don't know. It's like a neighborhood kid or something like that. I kind of just gave him my board.
Yeah.
I haven't skated that many, but the board was also too small for my feet too. After a while, so. I don't even know that. I think the board was a 9.5 or something like that. I definitely need a 10.5 to 11 or something like that.
When I was young, I had a Tony Hawk skateboard. Didn't know about value. Didn't know if you keep something, it will, if you keep it nice and clean and perfect condition, it could sell for a lot of money. And oh gosh, I regret it so much. I gave it away to some buddies, and you're thinking you can play with it now. I'm not gonna play. I'm gonna play now with the Nintendo NES. I was so happy with the Nintendo, the first Nintendo NES. Just playing Mario. So skateboard was the least on my mind. So if I would have known how much it costs now, oh gosh, I would have kept it in mint condition. In mint condition, would have kept it and would have sold it and made a lot of money off of it. Yep. Because when you're that young, you see, yeah, Tony Hawk was the big guy back then, but now it's like, oh gosh.
I mean, he definitely still is. He's definitely still a household name. I mean, he's.
Oh yeah.
If you say his name, everyone knows who you're talking.
Everybody knows Tony Hawk. He freaking has games. His games is.
Yeah.
Still have games under his name, and there's always, it's like Madden. Madden passed away, and they still using his name for football.
Yeah.
Madden football. So it's like those names will be forgotten. It's always going to stick around.
100%.
Well, Brios, brother, it was nice talking to you, man. It's actually fun.
It is really fun. It is nice to just come and just talk about random stuff.
Yeah. I tell you, it's gonna be chill, relaxing. It's not that stressful. And, I try to avoid talking about stuff that will go against your NDA. Because remember, I was a former wild card. I was part of the organization. I worked in communication and / Twitch specialist.
Mm-hmm.
So I did that for some time and love the org. I still love them. But I had to branch out. I got to do certain things differently.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man. Thank you for coming on, man. It was a pleasure. Sure. It won't be the first nor the last. I'm gonna make sure we bring you back on again.
Sure, for sure.
Yeah. So listen, I give everybody a minute so you could tell everybody where they could find you, your socials, everything. Go ahead, man. The stage is yours.
Just every social media you can think of, BRIYOHS, Briyohs, just any social media you can figure out. I'm probably on it, and that's just, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Twitter, all that stuff. You can find me, just search up my name, and yeah.
Yeah, guys, follow the man. He's on Twitter most of the time. Very humble, and you guys know me. Usually, the people that come along on the podcast or that follow me on Twitter, the majority, everybody's humble. They got a good heart. He took time out of his day to come on the show, and I truly appreciate it. And it was a true honor to have you on, Briyohs. Thank you so much. God bless you, man.
Yeah, brother.
Okay, folks. Till next time. Take care. God bless you. Peace.
Thank you for listening to the Dr. VTach Show, and don't forget to click follow.